know I never get excited when I find mine. I'm riding by the glow of a TV screen. And nobody ever told me that in times when I'm lonely I should call, baby, how you been? And tonight was something different, a little hit the licorice, a voice coming through my cell. And you're trying to make it better with a letter after letter, but it ain't working, can't you tell? Talking every night, still don't feel alright. Kiss me through the phone, help me feel alone. Baby, you got it and you know that you got it, so why don't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? So you were calling me, and baby, won't you let me be? Nothing seems to go my way. Cause I was feeling kinda lonely, could've used a little company, really wanted you to stay. And if I'm being honest, all the things that I promised ought to get you up behind the wheel. Cause nothing makes it better, not a letter after letter, till I finally can get you here. Talking every night, still don't feel alright. Kiss me through the phone, help me feel alone. Baby, you got it and you know that you got it, so why don't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? You know I never get excited when I find mine. I'm riding by the glow of a TV screen. And nobody ever told me that in times when I'm lonely I should call, baby, how you been? And tonight was something different, a little hit the licorice, a voice coming through my cell. And you're trying to make it better with a letter after letter, but it ain't working, can't you tell? Talking every night, still don't feel alright.
Hey everyone, Docfire. It's time for, well, it's another video live stream because I got nothing better to do and I'm trying to get some stuff done. And I'm getting customers' guns done. I am taking breaks sometimes because I'm slow. I can't, I admit it, I'm not that fast. If you want fast, you need to send it to someone else. But I don't know who's in here, if anyone at all, but we got Works Merlin we're going to work on. If I can turn stuff on here. Get comments turned on. Welcome to the Sheet Show on that. And let's see if anyone's watching because I don't know. I really don't know. One watching, that's probably one viewer there. Let me go here on this thing. Let's see if I can see my, oh, there we go. I got, looks like 2 viewers there. With this system, I can't see. It's a bummer when I do it this way. But anyway, I don't know who's here. I think Mark Davis may be here. I think he said he may be sneaking in. Yes, you can ask him questions. You can taunt him ruthlessly if you want. But, yeah, let's see. Let's scroll down here. We're going to hit the old refresh here. We'll give it a little bit, get a little bit for people to sneak on in here. Stuff like that. But I want to go grab something. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I want to grab something. We'll talk about some things that I got. coming back. Hold on to yourselves. Gotta pull my pants up. It's I've gone to elastic waistband pants and suspenders because I want to be part of that club. Now sweatpants are loose. Set some things kind of off like this. Like this. Let's see. I don't know who's in. I can't even see that stuff. Let me see if I can look over here. Let me check here. Let me go over here. Jason likes something. Jason's maybe in. Let's see if I can go here. Oh, I think I need to go over here. If I click on this, it should be. Yeah, I don't know who's in. But we'll give it a few minutes on that. We'll let things kind of marinate. It is Thursday, right? Is it Thursday? Hold on, let me see. I don't need to have this up. I can close this one down. It is Thursday, 5 o'clock California time. So that's Crazyfornia time. On Thursday, December 11th. So let's kind of go down. I got the my tactics order came in today, and it's the smallest little tactics sticker. I should put it here on my mug. I am going to put it on my mug. Let's throw it on the mug. The mug's getting the tactics sticker. Gant and Company, and I forget who his partner is over there at Tactics. He's the kind of engineer guy, the designer. I forget his name for the life of me. He's kind of in the background a lot. I'll put this right up here. There we go. Look at it. There we go. It's right there. It's next to Stanley. Got my drink on. It's my red wine, as one guy said. Anyway, let's go through this. Oh my gosh, my hair is thinning and all messy. This is the caulking rod, and I just want to say one thing. This thing is feather light. It is really, really light. I mean, it's ridiculously light. Because it's a titanium. It's a titanium rod, so you can titanium anodize this if you want. And if you look on YouTube, you'll see it. You can do it like with a 9-volt battery, and then it's a really weak acid solution. You can use like vinegar or something like that. I don't know. Go look, and you can make these turn different colors. Just it's how long it's in the electrolyte, and it's got the integrated bumper on the back. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Integrated bumper. Let's get in. Oh, look at that. Why is that really? It's like a really slow. And by the way, my color is off. This is more of a. This shows more of a blue purple. This is more of a pink purple ish. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So it's got the integrated bumper. So you see, I pulled the knob off. It's got the little set screw on the back. It's got this integrated bumper. Be interesting to see how long this survives. If it survives a long time, and it may survive. It's just unique. I don't know if this is a proprietary part or if this is like a funny grommet. That's the grommet is. You can see the groove is shifted off to one side. I don't know if they get these made. I don't like proprietary parts, to be honest, but I think I've seen this before. It looks like a grommet to me. You could probably use a grommet, but they're usually a little softer. But anyway, it's got some neat features on it. The shaft is turned down in the center, so it's the point. I don't have my measuring thing. It's the standard size on either end where the threading is, the 1032 threading, and then it's turned down, and it's got a thing in here that you can run your like a pick through, so you can you know, not mar up the back of your knob if you're taking it in and out. It's kind of like Inception Designs did on their pump arms, and little hole there so you can take things apart. And I don't know if this has got a little groove up here. If you guys can see that little groove right here, that there isn't an O-ring there, but I think you could probably, like, here's a hammer. Let's just see. I don't know how far it goes in here. Let's just see. Oh, this is not maybe the best hammer. You know what I have? You know what I do have? I have one right here. Hold your horses. I got you taken care of. I got a hammer from Shock Tech, brand new, in the box. Let's take it out here. Is this missing the... Oh, no, there it is. I just want to see how far it goes down. I know this goes all the way through, so it's not going to... Yeah, I think it... Oh, yeah, that goes pretty far. So actually, that's going to be right about there. It's not ever going to touch that. So I don't think you would put an O-ring there. I think it's... I don't know. Here, let me assemble this thing. Now I'm getting big. Oh, let me back out. You can see what the hell I'm doing. I was screwing into this hammer here. Oh, that's crooked. That's a little OCD, right? It's probably crooked on my desk, but the camera's turned a little bit, so like this is square, so then it's crooked. Anyway, Dan Morris, AK, uses a similar bumper. AK uses a grommet. So, I do know that because I'm very familiar with it. So, Dan says AK use a similar one. Yes, they do. It's literally a grommet. You can get it at the hardware store. Hey, it works. That's the way I look at it. Nothing wrong with that. It's hard to find the bumpers that actually fit the shaft. I'm going to assemble this thing. Let's get this all assembled how it's supposed to be. That's just so that I can see how far. But anyway, yes, they do. This is it. This one that uses the groove to catch into the back. That aluminum part, and the knob on the back is got a grooved section to receive that rubber groove, and everyone is just freaking grooved out. They're just all happy. That is groovy, I guess. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, so for this it doesn't go in. I'm kind of curious. Now I want to get a Schmock Tech part. Here's the Schmock Tech part. Let's see. Let's look at total length here. It's... I could probably come out a little bit. A Schmock Tech. Right around there. Let's look at total length as in... Yeah, because that's the same length. Yeah, it's a nice part. It's a nice part. But that's that. And I just wanted to see how far it actually screwed in there. That's part there. Sometimes you have issues on some of the IVGs that use the Allen key on the outside and the center's got a hole in it. Sometimes on some of the fatter rods, sometimes you'll get some drag there. So this is not going to drag on probably anything. So anyway, pretty cool. Pretty neat little part they have there. It's nice. I actually like it. I would buy it for a project. And I was thinking I should have bought silver and put it on this because it's got the slots in it, which kind of like that. But no, that's not going to happen. So this goes off up onto the pile of parts up here that I've done something with. And the other one, this is their internals for the Shock Tech L or FGP. So for this guy, basically it's internals. I'm gonna open this guy. I gotta get my wrench. There we go. Crank that guy open. I'm gonna crank that guy open, and we're gonna. I'm not gonna use it on this one because I have a. I probably should have got clear. I could have used it on this. Should have got clear. Maybe I'll order a clear one and put this on eventually. We'll take that off. We're going to take off. I just want to see how it assembles. This has got a little set screw we're going to take out because they provide a different one. So Shawtech uses an all nylon screw, which works completely fine. We're going to set the parts we don't need off to the side. So all these components you're going to take out, the Shawtech stuff. We're going to set this off on a plastic bag over here because I'm going to reuse that here in a second. And then this stuff, I'm not really going to put a lot of lube on it, but it just drops in and pushing all the way through. Oh, that's why. I gotta be smarter than I gotta be smarter than the component, which is a tough thing. So I gotta take an Allen key on the back side, which is probably this size right here. Hope to God it's not metric. And we're gonna, no, it's not. We're gonna back it through and we're gonna screw it all the way back until it stops. Okay, so it's all the way back to where it stops. That goes back there. Then we have some little set screws that are in this guy. We're just going to see what it looks like. I'll take it apart. This screw with the nylon tip on it, it replaces the nylon screw that goes for basically the friction screw. That's the wrong one. This is the right one. Replaces that screw. If you need to, I'm just going to lightly put it on there. And then this guy right here has all these little tiny ones, which should be the 16th inch. And they're going to go in. Screw these guys down, just to where I see them. I can probably put one on. Kind of line it up. There's receiving notches here. Get this up in the, come on, focus. Why do I have like these shadow? Oh, I know why I do. This guy, no, that's why my light's all goofy. Hold on a second, let me fix these lights. Let's turn that guy on. There we go. That's why the lights are all weird. Oh wow, the lights are better there. A friend called me. I'll have to call him back later. So let's bring this up here. So now you can see it without the. Come on, focus. See all those little notches there? So you can, kind of put this anywhere. It does have an A on the front, so if you're really anal retention, that's kind of a loose fit. That's okay. So we're gonna. So you see, that's the knob goes on. So you would want to probably use some Loctite on these little screws. I'd probably just use purple. But kind of cool. I kind of wish I would have got a silver knob. I would have kept this in this gun. I think it would have looked good with this body. Maybe I'll order that from him. Or maybe, Gant, you can give me one. You son of a bitch. Just kidding. You don't have to give me one. Okay, well, that's trying to get things to line up there. I'm not really cranking down on these things. I'm just loosely snugging them because I want to be able to take things apart. So it's got 3 things around there that you can, there you go. And it spins nice and easy. Let's see what it looks like all together. Let's reassemble. Oh, push that guy forward. Reassemble that. It's hard to tell if it's all the way loose. I don't know. Yeah, it's not pushing against the, it's not pushing the valve open. So yeah, so then you can close this down. It's probably, you don't, probably got really just micro adjustments on it. So what this does, from my understanding, I did talk to Gan about this, is let's take it out. Let's take it apart. Well, here, let's show you guys what it looks like with the little barb kind of halfway screwed on, so you guys can see, you know, so you kind of get an idea. There you go. So let's take it apart, because that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's see. Make monster cast some kind of sizes. Not sure if they go. Oh, I'll have to look on that, Dan. Dan says, oh, okay, so, yeah. And we have the other gentleman of Tactics, Joshua McLean. Hey, he says he'll take care of me. You guys got to make profit, man. Well, if you're going to take care of me, I'm going to leave this on this build then. I'm not going to take it apart. So I have these spare parts will be spare parts for an LPR. And so I'll actually try it out on this gun. So we'll just go like that. I do want to kind of lube this up a little bit more on this. Since now that you said you're going to take care of me, and I complained and snibbled hard enough that you said, oh my God, let's send them something free. Everyone wants something free these days. Right? I really appreciate it if you do. A clear one, because this is going on this build. And it's a personal build. By the way, this anodizing was done by Alchemy Anodizing out of Idaho. It's Marcus from Alchemy. Yeah, let's get this right here. I'm going to use Dow 33. Little dab will do ya. We're going to put a little bit. Let's take a look at this real quick. So, and I'm going to zoom in on this. Come on, focus. I don't know why my focus is so slow today. So, here's the kind of the assembly. It's got a wave spring, and this wave spring they've machined the piston spring perch area with a little bit of a, feels like it just catches on there. So it's nice. It snaps on there, and it doesn't fall off. And it does the same on this side. So when this whole thing spins, it could essentially spin the whole thing. It doesn't hurt it at all. It's got another O-ring here, and the reason they have the second O-ring is, you notice like on the Shock Tech, they got a double O-ring. That's to make sure this thing runs true in the bore and doesn't go off at an angle. And they're accomplishing it a little differently. They have a secondary O-ring that's like a guide O-ring that goes into the front barrel of this, the threaded barrel, or whatever they call it. I'm going to call it the threaded barrel. And that keeps everything aligned. And I just put a little bit of lube on there. Well, that O-ring feels. And the O-ring is really just a guide O-ring. It's really it's not needed for pressure, and actually you don't want to have pressure on it. And they actually have a hole in here, because if you did and it didn't have you could essentially create an air piston or an air spring in there. So anyway, we're gonna dab some Dow 33 light right around that. I like to put it on the threads, because that's always a good thing. And we're going to run this back down that hole. We'll line her up here. And I'm sure Joshua will say anything that I miss in the comments. If he does, I'll post it up here so you guys can see that. Gant was too lazy to get on, so screw you, Gant, for not even showing up my live stream that I just randomly did that you never knew about. But whatever. Feelings damaged, because we're very sensitive in paintball. No, I'm sure he's. I think Gant lives. Does Gant? Josh, does Gant live in like Florida or something like that? I thought he lived like across the country. Anyway, I don't know where he lives. He lives somewhere over there, and I think you live up in the great state of Oregon or Washington. I think, if I recall, because I've met you at Super Game before. You secretly, sneakishly came over and didn't really introduce yourself. And my feelings are damaged on that one. I just want to let you know, really damaged. I'm going to use some purple Loctite on these because they're a small screw. They don't need crazy Loctite. And, I need to back out so you guys see what the hell I'm doing. Let's see. Dan Bizzani is, I want free Docfire stickers. I'll get you free Docfire. They're always free. It's called advertising. Oh. Okay, let's get this one out. I haven't lubed this one up yet. Nope. Let Dabby do it. And I just used the Vibrotite. This is Vibrotite 111. It's a purple low strength. Perfect for things like this. We're going to try to just kind of figure out a hole there and line her up. Now it almost feels like I could put an O-ring on that end. Let's see. How far is that going in? I'm going to take a screw out. I want to look down this hole. I want to see if it's centered. If this little set screw is centering on a little notch. Yeah, no, it's not. I could almost put like a number 9 O-ring. I'm curious. And it's probably not what they intended, but I may just, invented something that makes it worthwhile for them to send me tons of free stuff, and they can just, sticker up the world. I'm going to put a number 8 down here. Oops, I'll put a number 8 O-ring down that hole, okay? And what I'm doing is when it goes in, how's it line up? Oh. Just seeing. I think that's going to work. Is it going to work? Or is it? No, it's not going to work. If I had a thinner O-ring, I do have a thinner O-ring. Hold on. Hold your horses. This is not how you're supposed to do it. So if you see me doing this and someone tells you that you're an idiot for doing it, and you say, well, I just copied that guy, I'm going to put a 1 by 5 millimeter down there. Let's see what a 1 by 5. Does a 1 by 5 fit? Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on before you quote me on my numbers. No, 1 by 5 is too small. Let's do a 1 by 6. I just want a little bit of spring. Oh, 1 by 6 seems to fit in there perfect. Until I pull it out. And not that you need this. I'm just doing it because I want to have like a shelf for it to hit, so then I can line up the little. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. You don't need this. This is generally because I'm a retard on this. And I just like doing things differently. But you do not need this. Maybe you do need it. I don't know. No, you don't need it. Okay, I'm going to... Let's see. Are they all down? Okay, that's tight. Let's see. Who else is in here? Hey, Doc. That's Ross. Is that Ross from... Ross B. from Southern CA? I think it is. Okay, I think that's good. We're going to screw this back together. There we go. Now I know this is the wrong color, and we're going to change it. I want just a dab of oil in there. Just a little dab. I just want to put some oil on the threads. Not going to hurt anything. Oh, that feels good. Oh, this little screw needs to go in my parts bag, which I had it up here. This is the parts bag for this guy. So the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to get this guy right here, and I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on it. And I don't need much. Let's see. SD. Oh, yes. And I'm being candid on because I'm sensitive to your situation. That makes sense. Oh shit. So I just want to. Okay, yeah. All I did is I just put it down where I got some friction on it, and enough where I just want to put just enough friction. I'm going to back it all the way out, but I just want enough friction that if it's in your bag and doing this, it's not changing the velocity on that, or not the velocity of the whatchamacallit, the Hugemafliegen, the Fliegenmahugen. Oh, why did I put that away? I need it. I need that again. We're gonna lubie up, Loctite up that guy. I'm just being fumble fingers. All right. So anyway, pretty cool stuff from Tactics. They've done some pretty things. Who else is in here? We got Dan Vazani. It looks like Dan Vazani from Killshot Customs. He's probably on his computer doing CAD work, slaving away. Either for one of his mini projects. That guy is involved with stuff. Okay, put some Allen keys away. So is this a low pressure shooter? Not necessarily, Ross. I asked if Ross asks Ross is on YouTube, so the people on Facebook can see Ross's comment. He says this looks like a low pressure shooter. Let's see, op 8. I like the number there. I get it. At least I think I do. Is it a low pressure shooter? No. This is it is a Merlin body, so let's come on. Get on focus. Wow, what is up? Is my glasses? Are my glasses dirty? I don't know what's going on. What is... I don't know why. I think I need to go like this. There we go. AKA ML number 0219. Now, these are the Works machined Merlin blanks that Works did. Works was out of Texas, if I recall. And they did these blanks. I don't know the whole story. They kind of did a couple different routes. There's a full body version of this. They do not have AK lowers. They all had CCM or Works. They had a CCM RAM. They had a MacDev, which I have it right here. The little MacDev, which is basically what I don't know if the Tickler copied this or whatever, and it had it actually didn't have a CCM RAM. It had generally a chrome plated War Games RAM. And then the 3-way was essentially kind of like the Free Flow. Basically, it was kind of a longer 3-way. I have actually a Works back there that has all the factory stuff. This gun didn't have, the only thing it had factory on it was the MacDev LPR. And so, and every Works Merlin I've had have different internals in the lower. In the lower tip. Oh, this needs to go up with this. This is now part of this program. Plop fizz. And so, is it low pressure? I don't know. They did come with MacDev regulators. And this was factory. And I could have shaved it down, but I didn't. I wanted to kind of keep it somewhat factory looking. They have a kind of proprietary length bolt, so it's not an STL length, and it's not a 2K length, and it's not an Evo length. It's just a proprietary length bolt. They were good bolts. There wasn't any problem with them. Some people had blowback issues. Every valve that I had, this is pretty much a stainless steel 11/16 valve. It doesn't have a huge hole in it. You know, it's not a big high flow. I could put a fat rat in it, but I don't feel like it. I just want to run this valve. I think it'll work just fine. We'll see how it works. And if I can always pull it apart. But we need to put the valve in it. So I need to, actually, these O-rings were replaced, so I don't need to worry about that. Let's put some valve looby-dooby on this, so when it goes in here. And I do like to run a little bit of oil down the tube. I know this kind of sounds crazy, but I just want to, it's fresh from Anno. And when things are fresh from Anno, sometimes you want to run a little bit of lube down things. Let me grab a stick here. Aha! Look at that. So let's put a little bit of oil on the stick. Let's mop that up, and let's just, if there's any residual, you see it's actually got a little bit of color. That means just a little residual dye that was just on the surface. I'm just going to run a little bit down. We're going to do on the top tube. This was a well-loved gun, so I didn't have a problem re-anodizing and doing my things to it because it was a well-loved gun. And we're just going to shove that guy down in there. You know, I'm going to do it this way with my wooden stick. A wooden stick of damage land. I do have to put a helicoil in this. Uh-oh, went too far. And it's in the very back beaver tail thing, and I'll do that later. Oh, come on. Get the center up there. There we go. I can go there. Let's see. Always. Aaron the Beard is in. Always cost a 2%. Yeah, right. They are, and Aaron does know what he's talking about. So he does work on anodizing stuff. Oh, that was the wrong pump arm. We need that. We're going to need a Shock Tech timing rod. I need to get that. This is, we're going to need that. We're going to need this. We're going to need this. Yeah. Okay, so that can go off to that side. Oh, this can go here. That's my works stuff. So I could put all that fancy stuff in there. You know, I could put a AK lower tube kit in it if I wanted to, but I just, you know what, these things work. The guy, whoever had this thing was a runner for them. And I got it from a guy that lives in Fresno, California. And it was blue. This thing was blue in color. And it was kind of, it was a player's gun. And it was missing the works frame. And then I got this works frame from Rollison, Richard Rollison. Thank you, Richard. Basically, it's a benchmark frame that they machine works into it. I don't think that they machined these. And I got that from Richard. He took care of me on that. So I don't even know what lug this is. Is it a cone lug? It is a cone lug. We'll roll it. What the heck? And I don't think this is a cone lug from Shock Tech. I think this is a cone lug from someone. And I want to set this. It's really interesting. This is really far forward in here. So we're going to roll with it. It is what it is. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. Try to catch up on things. I'll set my screw in a little bit further. We're going to back that out. Okay, we're going to, I don't have a choice. It's got to go in one way. Yeah, we'll go this way. And we're going to back this through. So I want to recut into, yeah, there we go. I want it to have a nice friction hold, yeah. I want it to be tight, but I don't want to be where I got to completely wrench on this thing. We're going to back it through, and there should be a little piece of plastic that shears off. And there isn't, but so it means we're right there. All right, I probably should polish this up, but I'm not going to right now. We're going to feel this feels. That feels pretty good, so I'm not complaining on that. I'm going to drop this guy in. Put a drop of oil. Just one drop down there. This is, let me put another one on this side. One drop of oil down there, and I'm going to spin it down this dry board, and then I'm going to use my liquid triflow. I like this mixture. It's a triflow has little PFTs in it, or PTFs, or whatever they call it. What are they? Lubricant superior. Penetrate. What is it? With PTFE, plastic parts that give you cancer. Probably should be wearing gloves. Oh yeah, I don't have the valve pin in there yet. So, but let's put the valve pin in. Well, no, we'll put the hammer in. That's gonna go there. I'll roll that down through there. So Alchemy anodizing, did the anodizing on this. It was an anodizing thing that I won on a thing. Yeah, you know how I know this lug is the lug that came in here, this cone lug? Because it's extended. And Merlin bodies are thicker down here. They run deeper, so you have to use their front blocks. And that's how I know that it wasn't a Shontek one. So I have to use this one because that's the one it came with. But anyway, so Alchemy, I won it on a talk show, or a channel. And if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. And that's okay. And they were, what is down there? I'll just loop. I'm gonna put that down in there. Come on, get you in there. Come on, I need my pliers now. Just need to line things up. So I went on this talk show, and it's just a lucky caller, I guess. And there's 3 of us that won an anodizing choice of anodizer. And if you were the first person to win, you got to pick. And someone picked Mario, was one of them. Ruckus was the other one. And then Alchemy. And Alchemy was new. And I'm like, hey, I'm down with that. So this is the first time I've got anything anodized by them. So, can I go? Can I go one more? Yes, I can. Now here comes the fun part. This is going to be the fun part. I need that key. I think this is the right one. Yeah. Anyway, so I got that. Okay, so Ross asks, have I had good or bad luck history with cap 3-ways and LPRs? Ross, I think any older product that's no longer being manufactured or supported is, in the cocker world, there's a lot of these companies, like Cap's not around, but when they left, I'm sure they had inventory. I'm sure they had B stock inventory, and can you have trouble? Yes. Is it the best stuff? No. Is it the worst stuff? No. I have some I have the cap 3-ways that have the little lock nut on the front of the 3-way. You potentially, it's a 3-way, and I always thought that little lock nut on the front didn't make any sense. Why they even have that there, it just didn't make any sense to me why that was there. But they had it there. So have I had problems with them? I don't generally use them that much. So the cap LPRs, yes. Cap LPs are LPRs were Schrader pin valve style, and they potentially that little Schrader pin. When I go one turn in, can. And I don't think they're the same Schrader pin as what ShockTech uses. ShockTech uses an aircraft grade quality Schrader pin, rated at, I want to say it's 5,000 psi. It's because it's for aircraft tires, and they go up high in elevation, so they need to be really rated well. And so those, if someone had replaced that Schrader pin at any time in its history, which I'm pretty much guarantee they probably have at some point, then they could have put a bicycle Schrader valve in there. And if that's over pressurizing, that can blow by your three-way O-rings. But generally, it's just an O-ring. You know, sometimes you get O-rings that get clipped when you put them in. Sometimes, yeah, it's just the part's worn out. You know, it may work fine and then it doesn't. Sometimes it's not the three-way. It could be the ram leaking. It could be a lot of things. So, you know, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that they're foolproof, because I mean, anything you have out there can potentially have an issue. But most things can be fixed, unless it's psychoballistics, where they should all go in the garbage can. Period. Hard stop. Never to be seen the light of day. There isn't a part on those guns that are worth saving. Let's see, I'm going to put this bolt through. Let's kind of get some looks here. We'll start working on the frame here in a second. Let's see what that looks like. Get things kind of looking cool. I don't know if the cock and rod's the right length, but we'll throw it in a little bit. Oh, one thing I do need to check is I need the ram. Well, I got this here. I just want to, I don't know if I may have to modify this ram. I'm putting ShockTech front end on it, if some people are wondering. I could probably spin this off. Let's screw this in. Okay, that's all the way in. See, I just don't know if I need to. Okay, no. Let's see. Ooh. Make sure this is all the way in. Let's see. Yeah, that's all the way in. So I need to back this back one full turn. Okay, so that's where it needs to be. Yes, I don't need to shorten the shafty waffy on that. So I'm going to back that out now. The reason I did this, the reason I checked, is I wanted to make sure, since I'm using the CCM style, and this is not even the factory pump arm that was this is the newer one. I don't know if I need to shorten this at all and take it and grind it down or something like that. I don't. It will work just fine. So that can go off to the side there. I should put the pneumatics on. Now that I got everything here, let's finish the pneumatics. So first thing that goes on is three-way. I'm going to get myself this little O-ring right here. I wish it was clear, but it's not. That goes right there. Snappy that down. And yes, I'm going to do blasphemy. I'm going to put a dot of Loctite here. Not much, just a dot. It's very little. You don't need much. And then I'm going to thread this guy in. It's already kind of loose. Oh, that's perfect. And that O-ring, just put enough tension on there that I won't have to F with it. And now I'm going to get a little blue Loctite on this. I should test this before. Should I test this on a... Do I have a on-off I can use? I probably do around here. Hold on. I'm probably going to test this. I want to just check to make sure that's going to function. I'm sure it will. I need it on-off. Hold on. I got one back here. Sure I got it on-off around here somewhere. Ooh, barrels. Hold on a second. Hold your horses. What do we have here? Oh, this worked perfect. This will work perfect, and then I need a regulator. This guy right here. Oh yeah, look at that. So I got a regulator. I'm just gonna screw that in, and then I'm just gonna screw this into here. Okay. Where's my? Oh, there's my wrench. And I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna see all the way backed out. Yeah, it's all the way backed out. So we're gonna. I don't know. We'll just. I mean, I got this regulator on here. Gotta gas it up. Oh, yeah, it's not leaking. You guys can't really see. I'm off camera here. You can't really see this. Sorry. I just have my regulator set up. Okay, we're gonna. If I can get a camera over here so you can see this. I have my little rag tester. We're gonna slowly pressurize it up to about. Let's go up to. Looks just fine. Goes right back to where it looks like where it needs to be. Let's see. I gas up. So things on LPRs that will blow out. And how do I get up where you guys can see this? Can I zoom out again? Let me go one more zoom out. Let's get this in. Okay, I gotta get everything. There we go. So you guys can see everything. So I'm gonna back this all the way off to where it stops. We're gonna gas up. It shouldn't gas up. Yeah, there's no air in there. Okay. And now I'm gonna just slowly crank this up. I could probably zoom in a little bit for you. Look at that. Maybe even a little bit more. Ooh, that's a little too much. You know what I can do? I could probably go like this. Can I go in? Oh, that's focus. I want autofocus. Auto white balance. Come on, autofocus for me. Auto exposure. Okay, now I got to put autofocus back on. There we go. Then menu. And then we're going to go like this. There we go. And now I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. There you go. So you can kind of see everything here. And I just want to, I'm going to start gassing up. That's about 25, 40, 60 is the next big dark line. 60 right there, a little over 60. It's fast. So I know that's working. I can go up to 80. And you guys kind of see how far that's in. 80 works good. And I can go, yeah. So works perfectly fine. I'm going to take it down to about 60. Back up to 60. Oh, back it off. There we go. Works fine. So, zero issues with that. So, but then again, I've never had any issues with shock tech products either. So, we're going to, that's off. I can unscrew this. It's funny how fast so that was blue Loctite. You see how fast that dried and sealed? If you ever wondered on that. Hey, Cyclone, or Matt Lovelace, is that who this is? I know your name never comes across right. Yes, it is. This is Ross. This HPR or hype. Oh, this right here. Yeah, it does look like it. Just as a Mac Dev Gladiator Gen 1. And then it has the Docfire kit on the inside. Here, I'll show you. Just slowly take it apart. On the inside, it has the Docfire reg seat, the fix. And I really like these regulators. I have these reg seats fixes available on my website if you guys ever want them. I really like them. I think they're a decent little regulator. And I never liked the Angel ones. I thought they were a little... Yeah, I always did Cocker stuff. Maybe they work fine on an Angel. I don't know. I'm not an Angel guy. So there is a guy, Angel guy, Aaron the Beard, and then Dan Vazani. How were those Angel regs? The WDP Angel regs. Were they any good, those little small ones? I have a whole bunch of them. Like a whole bunch of them. If anyone's looking for them. I don't like them on Autocockers. I just don't think they... I don't know. I just didn't like how they worked. But then again, I don't really mess with them that lot, so it's not really a fair evaluation on them. So, you know, what do you do? We're gonna go almost straight up and down. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, so we're gonna get the RAM now. I take out this guy because I can actually put this on. I'm going to put a little bit of blue Loctite on this. And a little bit right there. And we're going to spin this biage in here. Okay. Oh, it's kind of off camera, so... Where is my... Oh, here it is. Initially just going to get this going down. There we go. So I don't know, you know, I wasn't a huge fan of them. We're going to go in like this. We're going to go right to where the O-ring touches, which is right about there. We're going to clock that nicely. Oops, that's going to go in, and we're going to back this guy out. Oops, without moving the clocked position. So maybe I can go a little bit further. No, I can't. That's as far as I can go. So that's where that needs to be, is right there. So we're gonna about there, and I'm going to just back this out just a smidgen. There we go. That guy's a little loosey-goosey there. Alright, so that, and even at max stroke it's not. And it's hitting the bumper up there. I just want to make sure everything is, let's get the barrel. Where's the barrel for this? Oh, I hear my wife screaming at me. I want to make sure that's not hitting. No, it's not. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I hear the wife. She's yelling my name. And when she yells my last name, it's a she wants something. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hey! I'm on my thing. What's up? Okay. Beef kind of sounds good. Pork, beef, and cheese. Yeah. But that was an important message. Because you guys all know what season it is, don't you? Everyone know what season it is right now? Outside of Christmas season. the giving season. It's tamale season. So we're making our Christmas tamale order. Family here makes really good tamales. So we're getting those on course. So I'm back. Let's get the frame together. This is going to be a feat because I can go right there. So I got to get the parts out of here. Oh, you know what I don't have? I may have one. Hold on. I may have one. I may not have one. I need some other parts out of here. I need that. What's that little screw for? Stuffed away in there. I need this. What the hell is wrong with that? This. I need this. Oh, I got hiccups. I need this. I need this pin and this other screw. Just right here. These parts. I need anything else in here? No. I can put this back on here. I need a timing rod. I'll get that in a second. I don't need anything more there. Let's see. So I need to poke out the screw that got stuck in there. Come on, get out of there. That should be, I don't know what that screw's for. I don't know what that's for. Oh, it's for in there. That's what it's for. It's for something. Oh, I know what it's for. I know exactly what it's for. Smarter. Got to be smarter than the whole world. This is for this little set screw. Yeah, this goes in here. So let's get it started. Oh, wrong side. Let's flip it over. I will have to say, you know, I do like this anode job. It was requested to be a purple and a like a smoke acid. It's like a smoky acid, black with the purple base, black smoky acid, and then a clear splash. That's what I wanted. The smoke is a really light smoke, and it's a purpley smoke. So it's okay. They did a good job on the colored stuff. On the stuff that was clear, and I said there's a whole bunch of clear stuff and everything's supposed to be gloss. The clear stuff didn't turn out really glossy. Like this was a raw easy on off, and it came back pitted, but I think that's the material that Inception is using. It's not their fault, but it's dull. So not really thrilled about that, but I can get these parts redone if I need to. So, but I do like it. So I'm not complaining. I'm just being very honest. Sometimes, you know, honesty is not a virtue for me. All right, so what size is this? This is the guy that goes right here. It is. Yes, I know it's a steel one. Don't get on my ass over it. I like the steel ones. There's my pile of poo goo. Let's see what's going on. But you know, it's so tough when you're explaining what your vision is, and then they're interpreting it, and it's always tough. It's not an easy thing. So I do commend, if you're doing this type of work, I get it. It's not easy. So I respect it tremendously. Okay, so that needs to be at least brought in to where it just touches. Oh, it feels good. I need a clear. Do I have one here? I don't know if I have one. Black. And I sure hope I have a clear one. Oh, I know where I have a clear one. Can I rob a clear one from there? Oh, I do have one there. Let me see. I may have another one over here. Hold on. Where are my... Nope. oh, I have one. I have one. We're gonna get this bad boy, and I probably need to change the screwies out in it. Where's the other screw? Okay, there. Should have screws right here. Oh man. So I've got the Shantech Clear, and I want to change the screws out, which I need this. So, oh, that's the wrong screwdriver thingy. But anyway, you know, I am happy. Just some things that I would rather have different, if that makes sense. Okay, let me go in here and grab this screw right here. Come on. Oh my God, they're going to be impossible to get out. They're going to fight me all the way, aren't they? There we go. I think those are, I think these aren't too long. I think they're the right length. They could be too long. Let me see. No, they're fine. I want these, kind of want to take as many of the dark colored items off of here. There we go. That's there. Oh, this part. Sorry, this part goes right here. That's for that guy. So I'm supposed to get it on there before I forget it. That it's sitting right here. Okay, these parts can go in the garbage can. That feels good. It's got a clicky spring on it. Let's go through with this guy right here. It's going to go up to the frame. All right, I need something. Oh, right here, right there. There we go. I can go down to about there. I want that. That can go over there. I need a Q-tip to wipe off any excess lube in there. I need to put this spring in here. I may run Shantech trigger plates in here, or trigger springs, because I like them a little stiffer sometimes. But let me see how stiff this guy is. Come on, reset, get in there. Get back, get down there. Oh, there you go. Oh, is that in there right? Or is that crooked? Feels like it's crooked. So pop it back out. Let me flip this over. Yeah, it need to be flipped over. Okay, we're going to get this guy. I'm going to fight this like I'm a giant monkey. Uh-oh. Come on. Get up there. Come on. There we go. That does not feel right. You get so close and then you go so far back. I need a larger Allen key, I think. Oh, come on. Now you're all twisted up and going over to the side like that. Okay. Why do you like that? Anyway. Come on. Get down in there. Come on. Get. You're almost. Oh. Oh, no. No. That did not go into the top half. Needs to bend over. Need to grab that and come on. Get past there. Oh, there we go. There. Wait. Oh yeah. Oh, I know why. This one screw needs to be back down. It's too tall. There we go. Yeah, that feels good. Okay, so now I'm going to put this guy down. See if I can monkey. I want to put a little bit of lube in there. Just a little bit of light lube. I'm going to go like this. Push this down. There we go. Okay. That's not bad. So I don't know if I need to drop. I think I'm fine with that height on that. This is a Nova Seer, and they tend to run a little tall. They did kind of copy a version of the Bell Cell Seer, actually the Smart Parts Seer, and they copied the wrong one. I should have did the Bell Cells one. Oops, wrong one. But that's okay. It makes it modifiable, so come on. Get there. Get there. Get there. We're going to do that. Do that. Ooh, that feels good. Yeah, is this, is this the best frame I've ever done? No. Okay, so the other thing I need is I need a timing rod. Dig into the Docfire stash of stash. Timing rod right here. Okay. We're going to loosen this guy up. That should be just like that. We're going to bring this back into picture. Let's see. Anything else going on, folks? Everyone getting ready for the holidays? Okay, that needs to come out a lot. I'm not completely ready yet. I'm like behind on everything. And I get stuff like this to work on. I may need to adjust this. It may need to be adjusted after the fact. I don't know until I get it all together. These parts are made for ShockTech stuff, so they're kind of, designed for, the ShockTech world. Go like that. We're going to go right to there. We're going to just put a little snug on that. And go in like this. Oh, Nelly. I want a little light oil down here. There, down that. Whoops. And go on the bottom there. And a little bit back there. That should be good for the hood. Okay, this back one is the shorty. So let's get that there. I gotta be careful now with what I show you guys, because this is where the world gets weird with YouTube. Sometimes the algorithm says, hey, that looks like an FA, and we can't have that, you sinner, you stupid sinner. So then you gotta, you gotta hide things. Let's pull this off camera, just see how it feels. Adjust things. That feels good. I would say that's right where that needs to be. Well, that lug definitely needs to come. The lug needs to come up. So I'm just trying to get things into position. The lug needs to come up significantly. There's a reason why I'm doing this off camera, folks. All right. That's going to wear in. So I'm going to flip this back upside down because it's got a FRAME on it. And some people in the YouTube world will get offended if they see a FRAME on it. So then you just got to, you know, figure it out. Sometimes you get your video gets taken down. And it could be taken down. I don't know. I haven't even checked. You know, let's see. Let's see if it's still up on YouTube. See, am I still running live there? No, I'm still live. I'm still on there. Oh, wow. You know what? I didn't realize how much of a drop that is. I kind of want to come up almost that high. I should have measured that before. I may drop this guy down further. Let me look here. Not the end of the world. I didn't think it was going to have that much of a swing. Not the end of the world. I need some macroline tubing. Uh-oh, over here. Oh, is that white stuff over here? No. White stuff over here. Oh, my foot's stuck. Cracker line. Where's this? We're gonna. I don't know how many people are still here or not. Yeah, that should work. All right, so we put that on. I need a part here. Where did I go? No. Oh, where is it? I think it's over here. I think I need to go back and go there. Back and go there. Back and go there. And it's going to go over here. This is the heavy one. I should have some deeper taper ones. I thought I bought some that are deeper. See, how deep do these guys go down? Yeah, perfectly fine. Need 2 of these. I don't know what happened to the ones that came with it. They went somewhere. But they're not in my parts box. So let me see, which one do I want? Do I want up there or do I want it back like that? I think I want it even. We're going to go like this. A little Loctite on this. They don't vibrate loose on me. Like that. I'm going to go like this. All right, let me see here. This is going to go like that. It's going to go in like this. I just want to kind of get a measurement right about there. Is that where I want it? Let's see. Let's put a little pin marky on it. I think I want to go right about there. There we go. I kind of wasted this, but so can I scrape off the... Sometimes I can get it off by doing this. Like putting a Sharpie on it and wipe it. Nope. It's on there pretty good. Oh, you know what may work? Let's use the Gant juice from Tactics, the Bob Smith Industry stuff. Let's see how this stuff works. Maybe I can just... Oh yeah. Is it going to get it off? No, it's not. It's not doing it anything. I know acetone will work. Well, we tried. It's all we can say we did. We tried. Effort was put in. Where's my... Here's this guy. Gonna do the little taper job. My little German pencil sharpener. Put a little taper on the edges of these so they, when they go in, they don't nick that number 10 O-ring. Let's put a little lube on it. We're going to go up like that, and then there it is. Yeah, I think that's probably a little short, but that's okay. We're going to go pull that out. This guy's going to be clampy down like that. Opposite side's going to be clampy down. I do my little trick on this pin, so that pin is now in there. Come on, there we go. Not a super big easy on-off fan. They're okay. It's not a big fan. And then let's see. So the beaver tail I can't put on. So here's the question. I gotta cover up the bottom half of this thing. So we're just gonna go like this, so you guys can't see that bottom half. This is for YouTube. So I have an option. This is the factory works. You guys kind of see the motif. Let me screw the barrel on, so you can see what I'm getting at here. And I need feedback from you guys. That's from what I've been told. Shock trucks are the way to go. What does it say? Hey, Jake from Bearder Works. The algorithm just... Yeah, Shane. Oh, Shane's in here. Okay, I hear the Docfire's short strokes and iffy strokes at all. That is true, right? Let's see. You know, I think I like Shock Tech stuff because I just like the performance of it. But so there you can kind of see the motif, right? And I don't know why the color is I gotta replace that camera. It's an interesting HDMI camera. It's a weird camera. I do like it for a lot of its features. And this will be silver. Let's come in silver. Just be a little different. And then I'm gonna should I do purple hose? I think I should, right? I think I should on that. Purple hose on that. Or should I do white hose? Comment, white hose or purple hose? I would have white, because this is clear, this splash is clear. Or do I do the purple? I think the purple. But here's the thing. Do I do this feed neck, which you guys see here, which I'm a fan of just straight up clamping, Allen clamping feed necks. I'm fine with it. I like them. Or should I had an Inception one done, so let's see what it looks like with the Inception. Now, I do have a black screw here, and that's going to be changed to stainless. And I have the black base, and because you don't see the base, so there's no reason to de-anodize and re-anodize that component. So let's see what this looks like. There we go. I kind of like the second one. I mean, it's going to have both no matter what, because it is anode matched here. Okay, so Aaron says purple hose. Purple. Shane Burns. Bearworks says clear. And then Cycle says white hose. White. So 1, 2 whites. Clear, which wasn't an option. Jake, I'm glad that you are energetic and providing things that no one wants. Just kidding. Then I have purple, 2 purples, 2 whites. So am I the tiebreaker? I think I am. And keep the CCM on the works. Yeah, see, that's the, I don't know. I like how this looks. And it's going to go with it no matter what. But I haven't decided. there's a side of me that I like a little bit of a stovepipe for feeding. I think it will come down how the marker shoots, which one it likes better. But right now we'll just leave that on there right now. And so let's look. This is. I gotta put the helicoil back in here. So you can kind of. I'm gonna try to prop this up. You guys can. Well, it's not really propped up there. But I think it turned out nice. I'm actually I'm very happy with it. Outside of the little anodizing stuff on the clear things, you know, the easy on off, not a problem. This beaver tail could have been a little bit better polished. But on the flip side is there are some clear parts like this cocking knob, the bolt back, and something else. Maybe those two parts I didn't send in because they were in good nick. Although the cocking rod does have a couple of idiot marks I didn't see on there. And the ShockTech, this ShockTech version, the color matches really good. And even the finish matches good. So it kind of looks good. So the more and more, it's funny. It's like you get something that's not built, and then when you put it together, you more fall in love with it. So anyway, I like it. Let's get these other parts. Let's get the hose on. So we're going to take the barrel off. Put the barrel right here, guys, and Uber over the barrel. I'm going to get hose, start getting it put on. So, oh, is that Loctited yet? No, it's not Loctited. So this one, this is, yeah. I almost did it crossed up because I was crossed up in my head. Let's go like this. Let's see. Now it needs to be a little bit shorter. And that Loctite didn't really hold. I may have to unscrew that and put the Loctite back in there. A little bit more Loctite, or I'll hold it in a little while. Okay, purple. So you guys can kind of see the purple. I think it looks pretty good. The purple does match pretty decently. It's not a perfect match, but that is okay. That's not a perfect match. I'm gonna go like this. That's a little. That's fine. Probably cut a little short. Yeah, that will lock up. I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on this guy. Just a little dab will do me. All the way around. There we go. Screw his ass in. There we go. That was really poor choice on words. Wow. I'm getting tired. I'm hungry too. I'm hangry. Alright, so let's do the final one. I need to square cut that. That's a little crooked. There we go. Square cut. We're going to start on this side. And we're going to, do I feed under here? Let's see, do I feed under? Do I do that? I think I will. And I'm going to go up to here, right about to here, right about to there. Is that too much? That's too much. Quarter inch too much. There we go. That's going to do that. Then that's going to snap down just like that. Right. That goes there. Purple hose goes over there. Oh, and I do have, let me cover the other half. This is something I totally forgot about. So these are going to go on there. I don't like these necessarily because they're kind of just raw aluminum. I need to find some clear anno aluminum. These aren't bad. I just don't really like them. But what size? These are 632. Let me grab this 632 box. That's 832. I think these are 632. Yeah. Oh, that's heavy. 632 box, which is right here. Should probably have these guys. Will these hold in there? Let me see. Okay, yeah, those do work. So 1, 2. So these are not my grip panels, are not the final say. I need to find something else. I should have sent grip panels in to be done. I didn't. You know how you just don't even think, wait, are these 632? No, they're not. They're 832. Thank God, because I like the 832 better. Alright, so where'd the other one go? It's around here somewhere. So let me put these back. So I almost pulled the threads on that. At least I don't think they're 6. Maybe those weren't 632. Sure look like 632, but well, that's weird. Maybe those guys right there are not 632. Maybe those are a different number. Oh, you know what it is? I think they're not long enough. Let me get an 832 screw. I don't think it's 832. I just don't think they're long enough. Let's see. No, they are not 832. They are 632. Just I don't have long enough ones on there. And so they were just grabbing that outside thread. So let's see if I can get that in there. The dome heads still get buried in here, so that's fine. Don't like dome heads. What I really hate is I hate Phillips. See any Phillips on these? That's just a personal peeve. I just don't want that screw to scratch up things. Okay, so sorry. This is for YouTube, so they don't get their panties in a bunch. So what I'll do is when I get things done here, I'll turn off the YouTube stream. And then I'll show you guys on Facebook where I have more people on right now. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So with everyone that came here on YouTube, if you have a Facebook account, go over to Facebook. I'm going to disconnect off YouTube for the YouTube folks, not for the Facebook folks. Facebook Hangout. Thanks for showing up, YouTubers. I appreciate it. And thank you. Awesome. I'm going to say yes, I want to stop that server.